Hello all and welcome to our exploration of Al-Farabi, a towering figure in medieval Islamic philosophy whose work The Perfect State has left a lasting impact on political thought. Today, we'll dive into his vision of an ideal society governed not by might but by wisdom, reason and virtue. Unlike typical kings who rely on lineage or force, Al-Farabi's ruler gains legitimacy through intellectual and moral superiority, aiming for social harmony and the well-being of all. At the core of his vision is the crucial role of the reason in governance. Inspired by Aristotle, Al-Farabi sees reason as what sets human apart and as essential for justice and morality. In his ideal state, decisions are based on rational thought, not personal whims, promoting fairness and the common good. Exploring Al-Farabi's ideas raises important questions about political authority, reason's role in governance, and striving for the common good in our diverse and complex world. Engaging with his thoughts offers valuable insights into overcoming today's challenges and building a more just society.
And now let's dive into the world of perfect state.
Hi guys, so today we're exploring a Greek concept from philosophy or political theory, the philosopher king. So this idea was introduced by Abu Nasr Al-Farabi. He lived like 1,000 years ago and he had some fascinating ideas about what makes a great leader. Every Kazakh person like maybe mostly knows about Al-Farabi because we have a street name called Al-Farabi, a lot of places called like after him. So interview somebody that is not from actually Kazakhstan, and I want to ask about what he thinks about this. So let's start. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Miguel Serrano.
Question from you is, have you ever heard the name Abu Nasr Al-Farabi?
Yes, I have actually. When I was in high school, I learned it in history class. And since I love learning about like different cultures and their history, I searched him up and I learned that he's a great philosopher and smart.
My second question is, according to Al-Farabi, a leader is somebody who is wise, smart, always thinks about other people too, like not selfish. What do you think about this? What makes a good leader?
See, I agree with everything he said. And honestly, what he said is exactly what I think a good leader will look like, as smart, with good morals, right from wrong. And honestly, in my opinion, that is what makes a good leader.
Question is, like you said before, philosopher king is somebody who care about everyone, not just themselves. So do you think American leaders usually act this way?
No, honestly, I think Al-Farabi was such a great leader, and I don't think the U.S. presidents are like him. Nowadays, they only care about money, power. They'll do anything to benefit people. And I think Al-Farabi is one of the greatest leaders in my opinion. And
the thing that I want to say is, this generation, young generation, should learn a lot about from Al-Farabi. Always read the books that he wrote. Even he's not here right now, he left a lot of precious fortune for us. It's a knowledge. So thank you.
Next, we will continue about the role of the reason.
Philosopher influenced by Aristotle believed that reason should be the main guide for governing a state. He thought that leaders should use logic and rational thinking to make decisions rather than just acting on impulse for personal gain. In his ideal state, the leader or philosopher king uses wisdom and virtue to understand what people really need and to make policies that help everyone. Al-Farabi also stressed the importance of reason in everyday life for all citizens. He wanted people to engage in philosophical thinking and ethical discussions to develop their ability to think critically and make moral choices. This way, he hoped to build a society where people are wise, virtuous, and actively involved in making their state a better place. Basically, Al-Farabi's idea was that using reason would lead to fair and wise governance, benefiting everyone in society by promoting justice, rights, protections, and social harmony.
So we've been diving into Al-Farabi's ideas about the philosopher king and how the reason is a big deal in politics. Now let's chat about how this old thought fit into today's world and politics. Got any modern leaders who give you your vibes of what Al-Farabi was talking about?
Oh, totally. And think about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She might not fit the traditional ruler mode, but she's got that spark, you know. And she's smart, speaks up for what she believes in, and fights for fairness. It's like she's channeling that whole reason and justice vibe.
Yes, that's interesting take. But can regular folk really live up to being a philosopher king in today's politics, where it feels like everyone's out for themselves?
Yeah, it's a challenge, no doubt. Politics these days can be like a wild ride, but there are leaders out there who try to do right by people. Take Angela Merkel, for instance. Through thick and thin, she stayed steady, making decisions based on what's best for everyone, for others.
True. So how does Al-Farabi's idea of using reason in politics hold up today, especially with all the big issues like climate change and the pandemic?
Oh, it's huge. Look at how different countries handled COVID-19. Those that followed the science and make decisions based on the reason came out on the top. New Zealand's a prime example. For instance, I can mention Jacinda Ardern wasted no time in locking things down and keeping folks safe.
For sure, but even with the bumps, Al-Farabi's ideas bring some serious food for thought to today's table. Maybe we can't copy past them, but they are a good starting point for aiming towards a fairer, more sensible way of running the show.
Yeah, that's a concern, and giving too much power to just a few folks ain't great for democracy. And plus, our worlds of melting pot of cultures and ideas. Al-Farabi's philosophy might need a bit of makeover to fit with all that diversity.
Definitely, but what about the criticisms? Al-Farabi's ideas sounds good, but are they too elistics or out of touch with how things work today?
Man, that's $1 million question. You cannot take a team effort, you know. Schools need to teach kids how to think critically. Media got to step up, and fact check, and the leaders need to lead by example. Friends doing some cool stuff with media and literacy in schools. Maybe we need to more of that everywhere.
Solid point, but with all the fake news and the fighting online, how do we get back to having a real talks based on reason like Al-Farabi's wanted?
So, in delving into Al-Farabi's political philosophy, we've unearthed the treasure trove of insights that continue to reverberate in today's world. His vision of the philosopher king, guided by reason and virtue, offers a timeless ideal of leadership that resonates with our yearning for principled governance. In conclusion, Al-Farabi's political philosophy serves as a beacon of wisdom in navigating the complexities of our time, reminding us of the enduring power of ethical leadership and rational discourse in shaping the course of human affairs.